You know what? I didn't really know, and I had also been coached that it didn't matter what you did in college. They were like, just get the degree, find your way through. Unless you're going to be an engineer or an accountant, very specialized education based on the profession you want to go into. They were like, it doesn't really matter. It just go show that you have the discipline to get the piece of paper, and if you can do that, then that tends to go all the way. IO Psych, is business psychology, and so there was some overlap, and I did learn a lot about human behavior, especially in the business setting, and so it was helpful. But I took psychology because I thought it was interesting. I took, you don't just take the IO stuff. You take abnormal, you take adolescent, you take, what's the geriatric gerontology, anthropology. So I was in like the arts and sciences world, really enjoying my college experience because I was learning about really cool stuff. And I took Spanish instead of the science side. So I was the arts side. I really tried to make college as enjoyable as possible and not trying to stress myself out for two reasons. One, I saw what it did to people that were just living and breathing it all day, how it just eats them up. Yep. Sunken eyes, nice backs, And then two, I was working. I was paying my way through. So I didn't need to add more complexity to my life at the time. I was, we're in our early 20s trying to figure out how to be an adult, how to, when you have middle-class kids typically growing up don't do a lot at home. Right. Mom cleans, cooks, whatever. And so I was thrown into a world that I wasn't ready for. Yep. And I was lucky that I was having to work and go to school at the same time because I was getting a lot of reinforcement. Food and beverage is what you do when you're going part-time. And all of those people, especially the veteran food and beverage folks, are like, get your degree. You don't want to do this. I'm 48 and my back is on fire, right? And so they're kind of pushing you along. Don't screw up. Don't skip class. How'd you do on your It's weird. They become, a really important part of your engagement with the curriculum. And then from there, just trying to stay disciplined, get through it. And once I got through it, it was a huge weight off of my shoulders, but it was kind of anticlimactic because when I got my first job, the hiring manager said, I would have hired you without the degree. You were really good at what you were doing. Yeah. Because I started interning for him. I was like, well, don't say that. It's the whole.
I want my money back.
I want my money back.